Rama, 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 Rama. So we're reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 5, text number 4. Yad Vijnana Yat Adhara Yat Paraha Tvam Yat Atmakaha Ekaha Shrijasi Bhutani Bhutaihi Eva Atma Mayaya Yad Vijnano Yad Adharo Yat Parastvam Yat Atmakaha Eka Shri Jasi Bhutani Bhutair Evatma Mayaya Yad Vijnano Yad Adharo Yat Parastvam Yat Atmakaha Eka Shri Jasi Bhutani Bhutaivatma Mayaya
Yad Vijnano Yad Adharo
Yat Vijnano Yad Adharo
Yat Parastvam Yad Atmakaha
Yat Parastvam Yat Atmakaha
Eka Shrijasi Bhutani
Eka Shri Jasi Bhutani
Bhutaivatma Mayaya.
Bhutaivatma Mayaya.
Yat Vijnano Yadadaro
Yad Vijnano Yad Adharo
Yat Parastrang Yadatmakaha
Yad Parastvam Yad Atmakaha
Ekasri Jasi Bhutani
Ekakshri Jasi Bhutani
Bhutare Vatmamayaya
Bhutaivatmamaya
Yad Vijnano Yad Adharo
Yad Vijnano Yad Adharo
Yad Parasas Tvam Yad Atmakaha
Yad Parastvam Yad Atmaka
Ekasi Jas Bhutani
Ekakshri Jasi Bhutani
Bhuter Eva Atma Mayaya
Bhutaivatmamaya Yad Vijnano Yad Adharo
Yad parastvam yad atmakaha
Yad Parastvam Yad Atmaka
ekashrachasi bhutani
Ekashri Jasi Bhutani
buddhir evatmamayaya.
Bhutaivatmamaya
Yat Vijnano Yadadharo
Yad Vijnano Yad Adharo
Yat Parastvam Yadatmaka
Yad Parastvam Yad Atmaka
Ekasri Jasi Bhutani Bhutere Vatmamayaya
Bhutaivatmamaya Yad Vijnano Yad Adharo
Parastvam yadatmakaha
Yad Parastvam Yad Atmaka
ekashrijasi bhutani
Ekakshri Jasi Bhutani
bhuterevatmamayaya
Bhutaivatmamaya
Yad vijnano yad adharo yad parastvam yad atmakaha ekashrachasi bhutani buddhir evatmamayaya.
Yad Vignano Yad Adharo Yad Parastvam Yad Atmakaha Ekasrjasi Bhutani Bhuter Evatmamayaya
Yavijnana Yadadaro Yat Parastvam Yadatmaka Ekakshajase Bhutani Bhutir Evatmamayaya
Okay, word by
Yad
word.
Vijnano Yad Adharo
Yad Vijnano Yad Adharo
Vad Parastvam Yad Atmakaha
Yad Parastvam Yad Atmaka
Ekaha Shrijasi Bhutani Bhutere Vatmamayaya
Yad Vijnano Yad Adharo Yat Parastvam Yad Atmaka Ekashrijasi Bhutani Bhutar Evatmamayaya
Yad Vijnano Yad Adharo Yad Parastvam Yad Atmakaha Ekasrajasi Bhutani Bhutar Evatmamayaya. Okay, word by word. Yad Vijnanaha, the source of knowledge. Yat Adharaha, under whose protection, Yat Paraha, under whose subordination, Tvam, you, At Atmak, Yat Atmakaha, in what capacity, Ekaha, alone, Srijasi, you are creating, Bhutani, the living entities, Bhutaihi, with the help of the material elements, Eva, certainly, Atma, self, Maya, by potency. Translation. My dear father, what is the source of your knowledge? Under whose protection are you standing? And under whom are you working? What is your real position? Do you alone create all entities with material elements by your personal energy? Purport. It was known to Sri Narada Muni that Lord Brahma attained creative energy by undergoing severe austerities. As such, he could understand that there was someone else superior to Brahmaji, who invested Brahma with the power of creation. Therefore, he asked all the above questions. Discoveries of progressive scientific achievements are therefore not independent. The scientist has to attain the knowledge of a thing already existing by means of the wonderful brain made by someone else. A scientist can work with the help of such an awarded brain, but it is not possible for the scientist to create his own or similar brain. Therefore, no one is independent in the matter of any creation, nor is such creation automatic. Omagyanatimirandasya gyanandana shalakaya chakshuranmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So here's in this verse, Brahma, Narada Muni talking to Lord Brahma. And Narada Muni is very careful and very respectful to Lord Brahma. And he, even though he, as Prabhupada explained, it was known to him that there is somebody superior to Brahma. Because he knew that the Brahma undergo severe austerities to get his enlightenment, to be able to create. And here he is very careful. He not saying that he not expressing that he not expressing that you being meditating and doing severe austerity, so on whom you meditate. He just start from just saying that is it by your own energy you create? So who are you working under? So Brahma is a secondary creator. So first, everything is supplied by Krishna, and Brahma is as an instrument in this creation. Lord Krishna give him empowerment and all the ingredients, just like Prabhupada compare scientists to scientists who already working with something that already exists. As I remember, Prabhupada once he had morning walk, and there was one person who was making glass, and he said, "So how you make glass?" "Oh, we make glass with sand." So he said, "Where you get sand? How you make sand?" He said, "The sand is already there. So you're a thief." So we working already with something that already exists, and that is provided all by the Supreme Lord. So in the same way, we have to direct everybody to Lord Krishna. We should admit our position that we are subordinate to Lord Krishna. Even Brahma is subordinate to Lord Krishna. He creates this universe by his mercy and with his energies. I remember once I listened class of our Guru Maharaj, Sonis Danavir Maharaj, and he mentioned that sometimes parents they teach children first words is mama and father or daddy, but this is they're forgetting their position. Actually, it is Krishna. So first words we have to teach is Krishna. We have to we have to bring them to Krishna, and this is the first responsibility of parents. It says that one should not become a leader or worshipful demigod or a parent if one cannot deliver his dependence. So one has to be honest and direct his dependence to lotus feet of Lord Krishna. And scientists, they can invent something useful. Just like now we have so much communication that available, and YouTube we can take so much association of all the great Vaishnavas. We can hear classes on Zoom of all the great devotees, even though they may be not here. And we can take a flight. Like in this 1 week, we went to Atlanta Rath Yatra, and now we here with Guru Maharaj, and now we're going to New York Rath Yatra. So planes are invented, so we able in 1 week, we able to take the association of so many wonderful devotees and wonderful events. So there is some useful things that is invented by the scientists. But when they take that to prove that there is no God, that, as Russians, they went, when they fly, they went above the clouds and they say, I don't see God. I'm above the clouds, there is no God. So that kind of inventions with that kind of mood actually put one more into ignorance. One may be very knowledgeable, but if one is, his knowledge direct him away from Krishna, then that is the path further into ignorance. Just like Srimad Bhagavatam explained that whatever one's occupation is, if it's not bringing one closer to Krishna and not giving him more attraction for the message of Lord Krishna, and if it doesn't inspire one to take association of devotees, then it is just useless labor. So whatever one does, it should be something that inspires one in devotional service, that gives one facility to associate with devotees. Because this is what Krishna also explained in Bhagavad Gita, that first, what you do, you always think of me and become my devotee, offer your obeisances and surrender unto me. So that's the best. If you cannot do that, then you can engage in bhakti yoga or work for me, and by such following by such principles of regulated devotional service, one can attain attraction for Krishna, and one can think of Krishna. Just like we chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, our mind maybe wanders, but we're chanting, and Krishna said again in Bhagavad Gita that from whatever mind wanders, one must withdraw it and bring back under the control of the self. So we are trying to bring mind back to the holy name. And we worship the deities. So we are trying to make relationship with the Lord. Just like what we do in spiritual world. We decorate Lord Krishna, we serve, decorate the kunjas, and we sing for the Lord, for his pleasure. So this is what we do here too. So no change. We have deity, we can bathe deity, we can put sandalwood paste, we can decorate, we can dress. So that service, we prepare us for entering into spiritual world, because this is what devotees do in spiritual world. They serve Radha and Krishna. So if we don't have attraction for that kind of service, then we are not ready to enter spiritual world. So like this, one must engage himself in the principles of devotional service, and in such engagement one can develop the attraction for the Lord, and one can purify himself, and then he can be able to constantly think of Lord Krishna. And then Krishna goes on in Bhagavad Gita. He explained further that if you cannot do that, then you can work for me. If you cannot work for me, then just renounce of the fruits of your activity. Because by such renunciation, you can attain peace. Because attachment creates a lot of anxiety. When we attach to our possession, then we always worry that somebody may take it away. As now, people maybe have bank accounts and there is so much inflation going on, so they're losing money. Before was, housing crash, they had all money invested and they worried that, housing prices drop, they lose their investment. So when person is attached to, then his mind is very disturbed. So Lord Krishna said that, give up fruits of your work. If you renounce fruits of your work, then you achieve peace. And then he said, if you cannot do that, then you can just cultivate knowledge, because then that means person don't have enough understanding. So one can study the scriptures and come to proper conclusion. So in this verse, we see that Prabhupada explained and purport that the scientists, they work already with something that is already there, provided by the Lord, even their brain. So everything comes with austerity. So they perform great austerity of going to college, doing their bachelor degree, master degree, PhD. That is all austerity. They perform great austerity, and then they take a work and they work as ITs or engineers, and that's required also great austerity and great mind to focus their mind on their work. So all that is austerity. And then with that austerity, they able to get some results. But we can perform austerity directly for satisfaction of Lord Krishna, just like Brahma did. Brahma didn't try to, Brahma didn't go to college, and Brahma didn't start, doing experiments with this material energy. He just went directly to Krishna and he just meditated, and with his austerities and eagerness to serve the Lord, he achieved all the knowledge. So it was revealed in his heart. So that is also that is actually the fastest way to achieve the enlightenment or the knowledge. Okay, so any questions so far? Okay.
Sankirtan, so if you say that meditation is the quickest way to achieve then it would be chanting the holy name would be our meditation in this age.
So you're asking if this is our meditation, that the chanting?
Yes, if our meditation is the chanting of the holy name.
Yes, that's the process for this age. And in the first age, in Satya Yuga, it was meditation. Then in Treta Yuga, it was sacrifice. And in Dvapara Yuga, it was deity worship. And in this age, it is chanting of the holy name. And that is our meditation. But it has to be done with the full attention. I remember when the first time I came to temple, and then I saw devotees just repeating Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Jai, Shri Shri Gaura Nitai Ki Jai. So, and they just walking around and they don't pay attention and they just have to repeat. And then I was not so encouraged, I was thinking, oh, so you just have to keep repeating and, you just do something else and you just keep repeating. But the proper mood is actually, is kind of like meditative. You have to focus on the vibration of the holy name. And then you get purified. Of course, also inattentive chanting, it says that it's source of all the offenses. But in the beginning stage, it's one should chant somehow or other. And like one devotee said, he was chanting for many years, and then one time he was chanting, and his mind got focused on the holy name. And he realized, oh, this is how I should chant. This is the attentive chanting. And then he got taste for the holy name. And he could chant with attention. So, yes, so that's the process for this age. And it has to be done with full attention. Just like meditation then. And then all the knowledge will be revealed in the heart. So much so that we can even see our Swarup. Just like Jagannath Das Babaji. Yeah, so he was Siddhi Swarup. So he knew his Swarup, his actual form in spiritual world. In Navadvip, he was chanting by the Ganges, and it was revealed to him. He could realize himself in the spiritual world. So everything comes from chanting. Of course, we have to study the scriptures too, because Prabhupada said that I wrote the scriptures so that you chant. Because if we chant and don't study scriptures, then after some time, mind will start doubting the process. So we must study too. Any other questions? Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you for a nice presentation, Prabhu. I think also Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati mentioned that those two activities, Sankirtan and temple worship, were to be done on parallel lines for devotees to be successful. I don't know if you're recalling over what I'm mentioning. He suggested those two things should be done on parallel lines. So the Sankirtan movement is the process for this age. Do you think devotees are engaging in Sankirtan on parallel lines with worship of deities in the ISKCON movement?
Yes, of course. Here's our deities, Shri Gaura Nitai, and we doing aratiks every day. We sing the aratiks, we playing the instruments for the pleasure of the Lord. It is Prabhupada gave us this wonderful process that we can engage in so many ways. especially for Western mind. Western mind is always wants something different. So we have different activity. That way we engaged in we engage all our senses. We sense of touch. We chanting. We have japa beads and and taking prasadam, and then sense of smell. We have incense and flowers, and eyes. We can meditate and look at this beautiful form of the Lord. And ears, we hearing Krishna Katha. Taste, we tasting prasadam. So in that way, when we able to engage all senses in devotional service, we can reach quick purification. So we do have it's like two rails, right? Two rails of the train. They go parallel. Bhagavad Vidhi, right? Bhagavad Vidhi and what that Pancharatrika, yeah. Pancharatrika deity worship and Bhagavad Vidhi. So yes, we do engage both in both ways. Okay, any other questions, Prabhu? Okay, Jai Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Jai.